Hi everybody, I'm Dave.
And I'm Brenda.
Hopefully you have watched part 1 and part 2 of this series where we're doing a little surveillance of some of the villages that are under construction. If not, go back. We released one on Monday for Case and Hammock and on Tuesday for phase 2 of Hawkins. This will be our third and final investigation as we go and take a look at the area of St. John's. We're going to poke around on the golf cart and see what we can find out. You ready to go do our final investigation?
I am.
Let's go. Our investigation will take place in the Villages, Florida. Now, the area of the villages that is currently built or under construction is the area that's in red. The area in blue is the continuing the dream section of the villages that will be built out over the coming years and potentially decades. We're going to investigate further down in the southern section of the villages. For orientation, let's drop where the entertainment areas are at. In the far north, you have Spanish Springs Town Square. You have Lake Sumter a little bit below that, and Brownwood Town Square, and Sawgrass Grove. That is a area that will have entertainment similar to a square that has not opened yet. Still probably got a couple of months before that opens. So our investigation will take place over 3 days in the area of construction where homes have not yet been sold, but will be in the coming days or weeks. Let's look first at the village of Case and Hammock. That will be our investigation area on day 1, which will be Monday. On Tuesday, we will slide over to phase 2 of Hawkins, and that'll be our second day of investigation. And our final investigation day on Wednesday will be the village of St. John, right up through here. So hopefully you'll stick with us for all 3 days. All right, let's go check these things out. All right, everybody, it's Wednesday. Well, actually, it's still Sunday. About 10 more minutes later than we were for the Tuesday video. We're now pulling out of phase 2 of Hawkins, and we're gonna cruise over to St. John and show you some things over there. Now remember St. John's we had flown over before, has kind of 3 sections to it. It goes all the way from Warm Springs Road over to the Lake OConnor Recreation Center. It's a long area. I'm thinking probably 3 or 4 miles long. And the question in that video, which still remains, is what are they doing for the Postal Stations, pools, recreation type areas? We know there's Lake OConnor Recreation Center, and that'll be on the far end. And then on this far end, there's a Postal Station and pool that is well under construction that I'm going to put a little drone footage up of that is again on the opposite end. So the 2 far ends, but there's nothing I've seen on any of the drawings yet of what's going to be in the middle. And also Lake OConnor Recreation Center doesn't appear that it has a pool there. So I can't imagine the size of St. John that there's not going to be a pool except at that one little postal station on this end of the village. So I'm thinking there's something else. Maybe we can find it today riding around.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Maybe that's the plan. But anyway, that's something to consider if they don't put an extra pool. If you're looking for a pool to be very close by on a golf cart ride, it might not be one in that parts of that village, but we'll find out. I think if you do purchase a home over there, it's a valid question to ask. your sales agent is where are the pools going to be? Are they going to add any other pools in there? You can also go, Richmond's going to have a couple of pools. There's pools right over here, but there's
a lot of pools around.
Yeah, there's plenty of pools. There's 100 pools in the villages. You can go to any of them. But convenience.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll see as we drive around in there. We're getting ready to go under. We just went under Megason Road with that tunnel. We stay, it's a dual tunnel here, and we're going under
Warm Springs.
Warm Springs.
Yeah.
And I'll come back. Well, I posted in here the drone footage of that recreation center, because we won't be able to drive over to it. So I got to do it with the drone. Now Brenda had a great idea. Once she realized that the road was actually open to go in this section of St. John's, and even though the golf cart path is closed. So now that we finished filming, plan B, we finished filming for the day. We ran home, grabbed Molly because she loves a ride in the car, and it's a beautiful day, so we decided to take the top down on the car and go ride through the area in the car. So we'll get there in a second. We're on Warm Springs Road, and the area to the right, that is, we're coming up to Megason Road here. The area to the right will take you to Hawkins, Phase 2, and the original Hawkins. And we're going to go to the left to go into the area where St. John's is. And as soon as we get past this light turning in, we'll be right at the entrance into that first piece of St. John's. And of course we have the light. Oh, there we go. Thought they were gonna make us wait for a while.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, of all times, we got the light that time.
All right, again, this area is open, or at least there's no sign saying stay out. There's nothing telling us to stay out of there. It did on the golf carts.
Yes.
So we did not take the golf cart up that path. But right here is the entrance in this first little piece where the pool and the postal station is. For the section of St. John's over here. And we'll get some close-ups of that postal station. This will do better than what we had for the drone footage of it. You can see kind of what we were talking about for the size of the postal station. Now, this area in here, almost everything appears to have walls. So this will probably be villas or verandas, I'm thinking, throughout this section. I don't think there's going to be designer homes in here. I mean, there might be one or two, maybe here to our left along the that pond. But I think this is going to be a lot of villas or verandas. And like I said, this area is ready to go. The lots, I mean, they could start building in here any day. So I think they're ready. And this is the key to it, is the fact that the pool and postal station is well underway, because they usually finish up about the same time as the first house is occupied. So the pool is back there. Doesn't have any water in it yet, but it's under construction, and a very small postal station. So we'll get out and show you up close video with that with a handheld cam. All right, we're here at the postal station and neighborhood pool that's in St. John, that first section just off of Megason Road. Now I wanted to point this out. Notice the mailboxes here. Not a lot of them, so I think it's only going to be for this section. And notice that they don't have an area behind it. Usually the postal workers work behind there and they feed the mail into the boxes from the back. That won't happen here. So if you look really close, every one of these boxes has a little spot right there where it says U.S. Mail, and it looks like it's going to be some sort of contraption that goes there, or connector or lock, and I bet you that will open up multiple mailboxes so the mail carrier can put the mail in multiple boxes at once and then seal it back up. So I'm thinking that that will open up like a refrigerator door, two of those sections. And so they'll be able to do it. That is different. I haven't noticed that on any of the other mail stations. So we shall see, but this still goes with my theory that there are only enough boxes here to handle this section of St. John. I don't think it's going to have everybody coming to this end, which may mean everybody else goes to Lake Ocohumpka Postal Station. We'll see. All right. All right, let's ride a little bit deeper in here. And there's no workers in here today. It's Sunday still.
Still.
I think this is the video that's going out on Tuesday, but it is still Sunday. That's why we have not changed clothes in 3 days.
That's right.
It's, like I said, looks ready to go. Oh, look at that. Can you see back in there? There's a turkey. I don't know if it's going to catch on there. Wild turkey running. Look at him run.
He's the best.
Oh, I didn't bring the handy cam, did I? Take a close up of him. Let's see where he's going. We're going to come to the intersection. Don't worry, I'm not going to hit him. There he goes. He's going to cross the road. Why did the turkey cross the road? Oh, he will run over against the wall there. Can he jump it? I don't know. Look at that.
Flying.
There he goes. Up on the wall. There he goes. Well, that was pretty cool.
That was a wild turkey.
All right. Let me turn back around through here.
We got sidetracked for that. Doesn't take much to sidetrack us.
Molly's just glad to go out for a ride. She's been missing us today while we were out doing the filming.
She missed us, and so then when we were getting ready to come back out, that's what I told Dave. I said, I think she misses us too much. So I grabbed her. She got excited.
Yeah. All right, we're going to head back out here to this exit and continue on the golf cart portion of the tour. Get around this traffic. This area on the right is going to be commercial, or commercial retail. When I say commercial, it could be retail commercial. Nothing's been announced for that area either. So both sides of Warm Springs Road right here is zoned for commercial and retail.
And we have a lot of golf carts enjoying the great day.
Yeah. He must have an electric on that bike there because he's not pedaling, but it's moving. There are a lot of e-bikes. It is. We've done e-bikes and things, but I have not seen the trikes with electric. Apparently it is.
Yes.
We'll scoot on around him while we got a safe area to do so.
He said he has a cooler in the basket in the back.
This pond over here to the left, we look at. We had we called them the toddlers.
The adorable little alligators that would come out on the side on the bank when we take Mom every morning on a golf cart ride with Mom.
Straight ahead, right
there on that bank. It was for several weeks. Every morning, the two little, I called them, the toddlers are out. They'd be out there. I haven't seen them for, I'd say, a month or more. So they probably are not toddlers anymore. They've moved on.
All right, we're going back under Megason Road.
Yeah.
Now, if we were to turn right, I can't do it because they have it blocked off. But that to the right will take you to the first section of St. John. Yeah. This will be right up again off of Warm Springs Road. That'll be that first entrance when you come off of Warm Springs onto Megason. There's a roundabout that goes in there, and that's where the current pool and pool and postal station is being built. Now, you would have to come out of that area, go on Megason, and it goes into this second entrance. There's three distinct areas, two small ones and a very large one. So this is the second area. I think that first one is going to have construction very soon, meaning that as far along as that pool and recreation center or pool and postal station is. And here, again, we're not going anywhere that is not marked that has stay out signs.
No trespassing. Yeah. Construction site.
Yeah. This has not been fully paved yet. See somebody riding their bike in here, checking things out. All these walls have gone up recently.
Yes.
All right, we're editing this piece in because Brenda spotted something that I had really not paid much attention to. I don't know why when I saw this I was thinking, a place for a dumpster, but they don't do dumpsters in the villages. So we're speculating this potentially is a small postal station for this area. Again, we're speculating. I've never seen it done that way, but the villages sometimes does things different as they advance. And this here looks like a small area. Pull up a couple of golf carts or cars, and then you can pull up there, run over to your postal box, and get your mail. So we'll see if that's what it is or not, but that is our guess, is maybe that is a postal station for this small section. And then if it is that something maybe they'll do in future areas? Again, we're just speculating. It may be something totally different. Don't worry, it won't be a dumpster though. It'll be something nice.
It will be nice.
All right, let's continue the ride.
Let's go.
And I suspect they'll be paving. They had that machine there with the brush on it. It was working hard yesterday. I think they're just
It was.
They're starting the process of preparing in here to put the final coat of asphalt, I believe. The main utilities have been put in. You see some of the transformers are there. Not all of the electrical. I don't see every train. Well, there's quite a few transformers. And that's usually done just before they start prepping the lot so that they'll be able to build on it. So I think this also will be coming up not too far off in the future. When we get to the next part of St. John, you're going to see that the roads are even farther. Everything's fully paved. They are ready to build. And I think that, my speculation, I think they're going to go finish up. As soon as they finish up with Case and Hammock at Finney, all those resources I think are piling in over there onto Hawkins Phase 2. And quickly they're going to run out of work area there. And this is the next on the line that appears to be as far as its readiness. I think this is St. John's in general is the next spot to move to. And then I think I've said in the past, I thought Richmond would be coming after St. John's. I just don't think so. They've done a lot of work. They've done a lot of work. They've done a lot of work there, but they've done even more as far as where it looks like it's ready or getting closer to ready. And that second section of, was that DeLuna?
Yes.
That'll be on the other side of the turnpike near the Water Lily Bridge.
That's definitely further along than Richmond.
Yes, I think that's coming along after this area of St. John. And then Richmond maybe after that. So we'll see, as they've got a lot of work to do. They're working hard, but there's a lot of work to do in Richmond. And there's not a whole lot to see in here. Just give you a feel behind the wall. There's going to be more that I want to show you in the next piece. So we're going to pop on out of here. This, again, that was about all there is in here. Just a small area that'll be, I don't know if it'll be verandas or villas. You notice it's almost all walled off, so it's going to be something of that sort. Who knows? That might be some of that tilt wall construction that goes in there.
We'll come back and see.
Yep. I should have pointed out as we drove out of Hawkins, the wall and how nice and the landscaping is. This wall here, the wall was just put in. It's not painted. They haven't done the landscaping, so don't let that turn you off. They really, that will look gorgeous in a few weeks.
Yeah.
But those walls were, like I said, just put in there. Now they're put walls all along Megason Road. They did it over at Hawkins also, because the turnpike is to our left. That's Megason Road, and then there's some trees, and then the turnpike. So for a little bit of a sound barrier, you have that. Now we're going to go across from this piece of St. John's. We're going to go across the little bridge area. And that little fella in his trike is back in front of us. The Hogeye Preserve, part of the Hogeye Preserve, or the Hogeye Sink, I guess they're calling it, that drains through here, so it's wetlands. So it's separated, and we're going to go over to that other side. Brenda always liked this little
I
bridge.
love this area right here with the wrought iron fence. I don't know why, but the wrought iron fence and then the natural marsh behind it. I just love this area.
So you can see this is a long ways. I'm thinking those two areas that the one we couldn't drive in, but had the postal station, and that other piece that we just came out of, I think those two are going to go to the postal station that we showed under construction.
It's speculation.
That's my speculation. And I think this other section, now that it's kind of separated by the preserve, but it's all listed as the same village, is our understanding. I think this side over here, if they're only going to have Lake Oklahoma Recreation Center, and that's the only postal station for it, I think everybody from this point on will go over to that postal station. I'm hoping we get in here, we find another pool and postal station, but I'm not sure. Watching from a distance before these walls went up, we sure didn't see anything that looked like it. Now we'll be coming up on an entrance into St. John. This will be the third area and the third distinct entrance. So this will be, you can't get from either of those two areas to each other without going out on Megason Road.
Right.
And those walls, I said, all these walls right here, they went up in the past week or so.
Well, a couple weeks. It's been, but it has been long.
Yeah, they roll fast on that wall. So they come through, they got an auger machine. They pop in the post, of course, get that all leveled. Then they're just lifting those sections, drop them in. Painter comes in behind and starts. That's just basically prime. They still got a lot of paint work to do on there. They'll decorate that up quite a bit, I'm sure.
And then the landscape in front of it, it will look finished and really nice.
And you can tell from that distance we drove, this is a huge area. If you look straight ahead, as far as you can see, that is still St. John. All right, we're pulling into St. John. Now the area to the left, we'll see how far we can go eventually. That isn't as far along as the area to the right. The area to the right, there's going to be some parts we'll get to here in a little bit that are look 100% ready to build. See, this is where I thought would have been a great spot for a postal station, and I don't.
If you were designing it, that's where you'd put it, right?
I don't second guess them. Everything the village has done has turned out great.
Yes.
I don't know how it's going to line up. I don't see the vision at the end.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will come together.
It will be great.
Yeah. We're going to drive under. Right here are some power lines. So if you can see them up overhead, that is the only power lines in any of these sections. There were none in Hawkins Phase 2. There were none in Case and Hammock. And it's that one piece that goes through this one part of
St. John.
St. John.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're getting over this area. I think this is about ready. The transformers are there. All the utilities seem to be in the ground.
I don't see any white posts for building permits yet.
All these walls have been going in the past couple of weeks, and they've still got primer, so I guess they want to finish painting those up. They were doing a lot of landscape work around the ponds across there. So all the street lights are in, and I should have mentioned that. I had to go out early one morning the other day, and the street lights are all on. That's another indication things are coming soon.
Yeah.
These right
You
here,
told me that, yeah.
everything that was in Hawkins Phase 2, and this section we're going through from where we turn in the entrance to the right, the area we're driving in, all of the lights are on. The areas to the left,
That's
the lights were
cool.
not, but the street lights were on. So that's another sign things are coming soon. So this area is just huge.
Oh, it is. Look at the view here.
Now this is going to be near Lake Oklahoma, and I don't know if there's view sites. This is our first time driving in here.
I know, that's looking everywhere.
So, trying to get my bearings where Lake Oklahoma I think is more up that way.
Oh, I think you're right.
Because there's some power lines again.
That's parallel, so it'd be that way, I think.
All right, we're gonna go over that. Oh, I see right there was an entrance to go into a walking path.
Nice.
right, we're going to curve and go back out of this area and try and work back towards Lake OConnor. So I'm curious, are they going to be...
How much can you see?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be right on the water. I mean, it's a fairly large body of water there, but maybe there'll be some with a view. We know Lake Oklahoma Recreation Center is going to have a
nice
view.
view.
It's going to be right there on the lake with access to the water for a couple of water type activities, or at least that's what the speculation is. Or they've said they were going to do it, like canoes or things like that, or kayaks. There also is going to be a restaurant. Haven't heard any name for that yet. That'll be right there with the recreation center. And again, there'll be a postal station there. Just the question is, will that be the postal station for these entire 3 or 4 miles?
I hope we find the answers to that
yes,
soon.
it's a burning question.
So that you will be...
We must know.
They've got landscape on the side here, ready to go. See it up in the little pile.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if I can get a little bit of view. That pile of stuff right there, because they've got a sprinkler that goes over all of it. It's just a pile of bushes and landscape things that are still in pots, ready to be deployed.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go. See, I'm at that point to go straight.
Well, I mean, this is along the lake.
Yeah.
On your
To the
right.
left there was the entrance that we came in. All right, so we're going to go this direction. Now, over here, the lights were not on the other morning. But it's still fairly far along. Looks like these are about ready. Like most utilities are in. I see transformers in the ground. Now, way up, as we keep going, I know they were just putting in curbing yesterday, so I know it's not ready. And it seemed like they were working from that area behind us now. As we go forward, they're working that direction, finishing up these, getting the lots and roads ready. So let's see how far it goes.
A walking path on the other side of this retention pond here. Wouldn't that be pretty?
Yeah, that should be Lake Oklahoma area. So right
Past
now,
that. I mean,
it does not look like a view of Lake Oklahoma, at least on these lots. But these lots here, none of this is for sale yet. So I'll pull up on one. Like that is where Lake Oklahoma is, behind those trees.
Yeah.
That's a retention lake right there that would be in the backyard.
And then I'm thinking that there's a walking path on that ridge.
Yeah. Those are very deep lots. Those lots are going to be
nice.
Nice if you were like putting a pool or something. Looks like they're very deep. For the villages, they're very deep.
I can tell the lake is there, but I can't see it.
See, I think this road that we've taken, that kind of goes all the way through, this appears to be going over to Lake Oklahoma Rec Center, which would be where the postal station. So it may be that's the postal station for everybody, because this road seems to go right to it, goes the entire length.
You can see the lake through the trees right here, but just like maybe
not much.
Hardly anybody's gonna be able to see it through there.
Yeah.
Though. I mean, I don't think that your lot would see it.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna grow up.
Yeah. And they've got a retention pond between there, so it doesn't look like there'll be waterfront lots as far as the
Lake Oklahoma. Yeah.
All right, and now here they have not even finished the roadway in front of us.
There's a board.
Yeah, I see it. You can see up ahead there, so I can go on the roadway behind that equipment. You can see some fresh concrete. That's where they were working on curbing yesterday. So they've been finishing up the last of the curbing. So I suspect that, when we turn a little bit here, you get a view over straight ahead.
Oh, there's the bridge.
There is the Water Lily golf cart bridge going over the turnpike. So this area, you'll be able to pop out. I know on the other end, there's some multimodal path, and you'll be able to go over towards the that bridge to go to the other side of the turnpike, or you can go the other direction and be at Brownwood in about 10 minutes.
Yes.
So it will be very convenient for a lot of things, this area. My one question will be pool.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything that indicates it.
There's wood.
I see it. Saw somebody over in the unpaved section on a golf cart riding in the sand. I don't want to do that and mess up their sand.
That is very marshy. Look how, I think that's really neat looking.
Yeah. Yeah, they put a little retention wall here for, I guess, homes to back up to this little bit of marshland.
A lot of times you'll see that they'll put the wrought iron fence along the top of the wall, which is really pretty.
Yep, that'll be somebody's backyard.
Yes.
And they're still working on the road over there. All right, so you can kind of see this is far along, but it's not nearly to the point that it was over in Hawkins Phase 2. That's where, you know, they're building homes there already. But this seems to be the land that is most ready for the next phase. So I would say they'll be over here
like
couple of months. Maybe a little shorter than that. I think they're gonna move through Hawkins really, really fast.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But this will be coming soon. Keep an eye on it. We'll let you know how it goes. If you enjoyed this video, do us a favor. Give us a thumbs up. If you would, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done that. And then ring that little bell, and it'll notify you the next time we explore the villages. Thanks for riding along these past 3 days. See you next time.
Bye.